can I make the assumption that it becomes really difficult to kind of move after, let's say, you're 35 or so?
Absolutely.
Right? Like, you have to make that decision before 35?
Yeah. Absolutely. So the sooner you do it, the better. If you can get out of India after 12th, please do that. But it's very expensive. It's very, very difficult. It becomes a little easier after graduation. It becomes even...
Sorry, why does it become easier after graduation?
Cost of education. No? So if you're graduating from abroad, it's a 3-year or a 4-year degree course that you are doing. The amount of scholarships that are available for a 3-year or a 4-year course, graduation course, are much lesser than the scholarships that you get for the post-grad as well. And someone who has just passed 12th is not that mature, that independent enough that he will be able to live independently abroad on their own. So all of these things are much harder when you have just cleared 12th. Things become easier. Postgrad education is still competitive, but it is not as competitive as the graduation one. The cost of postgrad is significantly lower than the cost of graduation abroad in most cases.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a 2-year course typically.
Okay.
Versus a 3-year or a 4-year course, because there is a lot of cost of living. There is the tuition which is involved. Both those factors come into the picture. The third is the amount of scholarships that you get. Getting a scholarship to anywhere in post-graduation is going to, you pick up any random college. The percentage of people who are there on these sort of scholarships, percentage of Indians there on scholarship, you will always find in post-graduation the percentage is significantly higher. Because it's easier, less competition is there. You have done, enough amount of academic work. You have worked hard in your graduation so that you can actually prove that you are deserving of that scholarship. Till 12th, at the end of the day, what do you do in India? In most cases, you are just studying. I want good marks. I want to clear some sort of competition. We don't really have that many well-rounded individuals after 12th in comparison versus you are far more independent as well after graduation. And let's say after post-graduation, let's say within the first 2-3 years of your career, that is when you should be actively hunting for opportunities. Once you cross 35, plenty of things happen. You would have settled in some particular...
By settle, you mean get married and maybe...
Get married, you might be married, you might have a kid, your parents have become significantly older. And even those countries, they don't really want that many, folks in their 40s coming in. Because they want the younger workforce to come in. So yes, it does become significantly harder once you cross 40. I think Canada has a very transparent system of PR points that they give out. And I think they have cut off at 35. So post 35, the number of PR points, I don't have the exact structure, but post 35, you get very little points because you're on the wrong side of 30s.
And yeah, I mean, my sister's in Canada and she was telling me the same thing that, because she was trying to convince me to move abroad. I don't have the courage. I just don't have the courage to uproot myself and go there and start a new life. I just don't have that courage. So that's why I'm here.
You don't have that courage today. 10 years down the line, it would become much, much harder. So if you have to do it, so if you take a call today that you have to do it, probably you will be able to do it in a year or 2 years or 3 years. But if you take that call 10 years down the line, it's going to be significantly harder because you don't want to uproot yourself. Your roots will be much further. You will probably be married, have a kid in 10 years, and things get much harder as you age. You will be much less flexible about the things you're willing to do and you're not willing to do once you are 35 versus when you are 25. It does become harder.